Craig Cash TV. We in the building. We in the building.
What is up, my people? What is up? What is up? It's your boy Craig Cash. This is Craig Cash TV. They wanted me to talk about this. It's crazy because I usually don't talk about my personal life. Not on YouTube, but I've been getting so many phone calls about Craig. It's time for you to take it there. So, we're gonna talk about it. My first day in prison, y'all. 1998. That's me right here. In case y'all can y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yeah, that's me. 1998. I got an old ass number too. My number starts with a 2, so I got locked up in the late 90s. My first day in prison. I don't care what nobody tell y'all about prison, about jail. My first day in real prison, I was scared than a motherfucker. Scared as shit. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. I needed some background music, just a little bit. Cause somebody was on my YouTube channel. They're like, damn, they're beating the background fire. So, I put that on there. But anyway, my first day in prison. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was scared as shit. Scared than a motherfucker. My very, very first day, I think I weighed like 135, maybe 145 pounds soaking wet. Little ass. I was probably I don't know where I was at. It was like 2,500 inmates in there, at least 2,000. I had to been in the top 5 as the smallest nigga in prison. Scared to fucking death. I don't care what nobody tells y'all. I don't care how big you are, how bad you think you are. You go to that prison, y'all. Not prison, y'all. You go to that prison. You go through the intake. They give you your clothes, your socks, your drawers, all that shit that you gotta have. And you go in that cell and you don't know who your fucking cellmate is. You don't know if he in a gang. You don't know if he a blood, a crip, a vice lord, a GD. You don't know if he a fucking Aryan Nation. They put me in the cell. I ain't gonna say that story, but my first fucking day in prison, I was scared to fucking death. Scared, terrified. And this what happened. When I first went in and went in my cell block, and I already know where I was going, I already know where my cell was. Shout out to my boy Bernard Anderson, because he gonna remember this. He gonna remember this story. That was my first cellie I ever had in prison. The first thing he said to me, he looked me straight in my eyes. That nigga said, "You ain't in no gang or nothing, are you?" Y'all, that was such a breath of fresh air. When he said that, when that nigga told me that, I said, okay, yeah, I'm cool. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't in no gang or none of this shit. And which I'm not. I've never been in a gang. I'm gonna tell you something. Being in a gang and being affiliated is two totally different things. He said, you ain't in no gang or nothing, are you? Hell nah. I said, alright. But I had to learn. That's crazy because this was in 1998, so that's been 27 years ago. Damn, it don't seem that long. But I got in the cell. I got situated. I didn't know nothing about TVs and commissary and all that old bullshit. I knew nothing about nothing. The first thing I did when I got unpacked was got on the phone and called my mom. Oh my God, she was so happy. Oh, baby, you okay? They ain't doing nothing to you in there, are they? They ain't messing with you. I'm like, no, mama, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just got here. I said, mama, I just got here. But you know how mamas is about their babies. And I'm a firstborn. So, she moved with me a little different. She like, you okay? You need what you need. So, I broke it down to her how everything goes, what the phone calls is, commissary, and how to send money and all that. I got you, baby. I got you. Just be in there and be safe and be careful. Don't get in no trouble. Whew, that first day was one of the scariest days. But once I got situated, I'm like, damn. Okay. Craig, don't get too comfortable in here. Stay in your lane. Stay out of motherfuckers' business. For one thing, in prison. That's the main thing. Stay out of people's fucking business. For y'all young motherfuckers that think it's cool to go to jail and prison, alright, go figure it out for yourself. But I got in there. I started getting, I had to get situated. I had to get a feel for the environment. Because you got to think, this is my very first day. My very first day in prison. I was so scared to take a fucking shower. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I'm the real deal. I'm gonna keep it. I didn't take a shower for 3 days. I think it was like 3-4 days. I was scared. I said, why are these showers just wide open and niggas running around here butt naked like it's cool? Like they was I don't know. It was like it was normal to them. But then I had to realize, okay, these niggas been in here for, these niggas been in here for years, so they used to. You got to be they was accustomed to what was going on. Even the guards, where I was at, it was majority female prison guards, and they looking at a nigga in the shower. Niggas, I started hitting that rec yard and shit, working out good, and then getting in the shower. Man, them hoes be going. Them hoes be going in prison, man. Don't y'all? Hey. Them guards be going in prison, but that's a whole different episode. But I was terrified until I got to know my cellie. Once I got to know my cellie and see how he was, he had a fucking life sentence, y'all. Do y'all hear me? When I got in there with him, he was already 4 years in. He had already done 4 years. He's already 4 years into his life sentence. So I really had to figure things out and figure him out. I'm a young nigga. He older than me. He's like 4 or 5 years older than me. I'm a young nigga. I'm 21. I ain't too long been 21. So I had to learn. I had to learn in politics, and I think it had to been God that I never got fucked with. Nobody ever bothered me. I got into a couple of little squabbles, but them was squabbles with niggas I was cool with in there. I never had a nigga try me my first time in prison. I never had a nigga just try me like that. You know what I mean? Putting the honey buns and potato chips and shit on your bed. I never got tried like that. I was blessed enough to get put in a cell with a cool dude that was just trying to get out the same way I was. That was my first day in prison. And I was like, damn, y'all can have TVs in here. Y'all got food. Man, that nigga had so much shit in the room. I was like, damn, okay, this is different. Get it together. I had to figure that shit out. But that I was terrified. My first day in prison, I was fucking terrified. And that's just being real. It's your boy. Hold on. No. We're not gonna end this. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. That was the sentence I had. Total. Out of everything I've done. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up real quick before I end this. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, we back in the building, y'all. Let me make sure everything is on. Is my mic on? Okay, yes. All right, I don't know if y'all can see that good, but I had an 18-year sentence. My second bid, that was my last bid I've done. It ain't no fucking joke, y'all. It ain't no game. This shit is real life. It's real life out here, man. And I'm gonna say this, my mama, I know she's not gonna watch this video because she tell me every time, baby, please don't put that picture up. It just brings back so many memories. And I understand what she's saying. I do. But I got to tell my story. I got to put my story out here. My first day, terrified. And I don't know how to keep it no realer than that. Hardeman County, that's where I was at. That was my very first bid, Hardeman County. It's in Whiteville, Tennessee. For all y'all West Tennessee niggas, y'all know where it is. Y'all know where it is. It wasn't no fucking game. And I do this channel right now because I see how far I done grown. I've been out 15 years. My second bid, when I got out, I still had like 10 years of paper left. I walked that bitch down. Hawked them down. I said, I ain't never going back in that fucking cage. I made a promise to my mama. I said, mama, if I get out of this second time, God done gave me a second chance. If I get out of this, I promise you, I ain't never going back. I don't give a damn what I'm going through. Hey, I've been keeping that promise up for the last 15 years. That's my story. My first day in, my story. I was terrified, y'all. I got another episode coming up. Hey, this is your boy Craig Cash. This is Craig Cash TV. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, all right? Hit that subscribe button. Y'all want to hear my real story? Hit that subscribe button. We are in the building. 2025, it's time to monetize, y'all. Y'all stay blessed.
Craig Cash TV. We in the building.